Hey guys. So my discussion question is about your paper topics. I would like anyone who would wish to respond with suggestions for paper topics, and we can brainstorm together in this thread. Riding off of the tale of Ginji, which I forgot how much I love this book. Partly because it's the first time we encounter a work that feels so very like the novel in style and form from the very opening lines, and that's a genre that is near and dear to my heart as somebody who studied fiction writing and was mostly trying to write novels when I was in graduate school. So some things I noticed in the Tale of Genji are themes that we keep seeing come up again and again throughout the semester. And one that it just occurred to me, you have many references to political divisions within the world of Genji. The ministers and bureaucrats who work on the left and the right. And this is coming off too of Dante's Inferno, where we have serious, deep political divides in Italy at the time Dante was writing. The Ghibellines and the Guelphs and the black and the white Guelphs. So a theme it would be possible to follow, I think, through some of this literature that's pertinent to our current situation is political division within the societies of the works. That would be a topic idea. It's something, if you wanted to brainstorm off of that, you could. So like making lists of different works that include political divides, or taking two works and looking at examples from the text where those political divides are evident. Grief is another theme that comes up. In Genji, the emperor is grieved because of his wife, one of his wives, who was treated badly by the other wives, died essentially, I guess, from grief and depression, perhaps. She grew weak, and that's why he ends up favoring Genji, because Genji is the child of this wife that he loved. So grief, the ways in which people deal with grief, or the ways that grief can either lead to lashing out or hurting, or empathy and love. So we could look back, for example, at the 1001 Nights as an example of different ways that grief impacts people's behavior, or how people come to heal and overcome their grief. Going back all the way to Gilgamesh, that's a theme we see. So if that's something you're interested in writing about, you could do a little brainstorming on that topic. Those are just two topic ideas that popped up in my mind as I was reading in the Tale of Genji. Obviously, the themes that we've been bringing up over and over again throughout the semester of sort of feminist critiques, looking at the way women are treated within the text. And given that this text was written by a woman, which is pretty remarkable, you could examine the ways women perceive the ways that men perceive them, right? So you have these long conversations between Genji and his sort of rival, and I believe he was the chairman or the chancellor who was giving them all this advice about women. And you could examine that and look at that in comparison to the 1001 Nights, right? Or you could look at that in comparison, look at Sappho and the way that Sappho talks about being a woman, or the fact that this is a woman writer and Sappho is a woman writer. And you could examine the historical context of what could produce women writing in these times when clearly the structure of the society was trying to keep them from participating. You could also start to think in terms of genre if you wanted to look at Genji as a novel and discuss its aspects in that context. We're going to talk more in class about what are qualities of the novel, what make this a novel. And then as we move forward, you'll see we're going to encounter, let's see, Don Quixote would be another novel. So if you wanted to sort of work ahead, that's a route you could take, is examining two works in the context of the novel. Or looking at Genji in terms of other interpretations of genre, right? So could we see Genji as a narrative epic, right? Does it have any epic qualities? That's something you might consider as you're continuing to read it. So feel free to post your ideas for paper topics. Even if you don't think you're going to use it, it might be a good place to just pop that topic up there and allow your classmates to give you some feedback on it.